showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs.
On the way is Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. This series all tied at 1 apiece. Tonight's winner, a chance to seize some momentum. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the 4. And for Memphis, we've got Brandon Clark. MP is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Coward in at the 2 guard. You look at the Grizzlies, they may be the lower seed, but they have a chance to take the lead in the series.
Yeah, and they've done well to get this series tied at 1 game apiece. Now they need to take control, and to do that, they've got to defend their house.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. On the wing, Vassell takes a 3. Second chance shot, and Wembanyama lays it up and in.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
MP, a screen on Fox. MP outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vassell. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. BA, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And stolen by Clark. Down low. Intercepted. Vassell with it, and it's Aldama picking him up. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. A foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Here's Fox. Castle on the wing, takes the 3, and he buries his first look.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
MP, a screen on Fox. To the inside, stolen by Wembanyama. Fox left side. Off target from three-point range. Here's Coward. Pass to MP. Here's the 3. Vassell with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Good.
Look at Fox fearlessly going inside, hunting for a higher percentage look.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. To the middle. Here's MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And Grant, just the other day, MP recorded the first triple-double of his career.
Yeah, he put on quite the display, BA, doing everything he could for his team. MP is extremely talented. I'll go out on a limb and say that won't be the last triple-double of his career.
Aldama outside. 6 to shoot. From deep, Morant. Rebounded by the Spurs. 1:46 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Fox. Vassell against MP. Left block shot on the way. And Vassell puts it in.
More Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
Vassell against MP. Pass to Coward. Picked by Aldama. Let's go with a 3. And that one's good. Coward. Coward's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially him that kind of room.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So San Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Barnes passes to Cornette. Fox outside. Pass to Johnson. Puts up a 3. San Antonio again missing. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. On the court for San Antonio, Johnson and Barnes, your small and power forwards. Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the 5, down low. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Spurs was all business. He scored 28 points and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Jackson, pass to Moran. Here's MP from downtown. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Harper. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so Moran will bring it up for Memphis. Here's Prosper. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Now here's Cornette. And here's Johnson. Fox outside. 5 on the clock. Fox makes his move inside and scores.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
Morant, the pass to MP. Back to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta. Morant's got his second basket on the night.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Prosper, and Santi Aldama subbed in for Jackson. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Champagnie comes in for Barnes. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Grizzlies lead by 3. 1:02 left to play in the second quarter. From deep, MP. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Castle outside. Here's Harper. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
MP outside. The 3. Nails it from 3. MP's got 5 points.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Capitalizing inside with ease. Wemby is just so skilled down in this area.
Pass to MP. Here's Coward. Kicks it out to MP. Fires the 3. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Memphis ahead, up 2. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image up.
Looking at this series. Thanks for tuning in.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. Well, without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying all his skills today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Santi Aldama out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's MP, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Coward in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Fox outside. Out to the wing. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And there's the lob. MP goes up and throws it down.
You see that youthful exuberance from MP on that finish.
Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Vassell. And here's Wembanyama. Clark covers. Shoots a fadeaway. That one falls. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Probably didn't need the fade on that shot, but he might have thought the defender was a little bit closer.
MP, a screen on Fox. Now MP. He's got 7. Pass to Coward. For 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Castle outside. Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama, covered by MP. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
MP outside. Back to Morant. Pass to MP. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Vassell outside. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Champagnie. They get it back. Back to Castle. On the wing, Vassell. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Stolen by Castle. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And it's Coward with a rebound. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Back come the Spurs in transition. And he goes in for the dunk.
Fox taking it away, making extra possessions with the defense.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Jerome's checked in for Memphis. San Antonio also making some changes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Champagnie, and it's Harper in for Castle. MP looking around. Back to Jerome. Clark with a screen on Fox. And it's Jerome with a 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
He just makes it look so easy on an offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Fox with the ball. And Clark picks him up defensively. Wembanyama, no good. Memphis leading by 3. MP outside. Clark with a screen on Vassell. MP, the pass to Clark. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Clark's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Spurs trail by 5. Fox outside. Over to the wing. Here's Wembanyama. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Inside. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for De'Aaron Fox. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Morant outside. Rebound by San Antonio.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Buries it from three. Vassell's got his second bucket on the night.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
From behind the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And time to step away. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your...
Both teams making some changes here. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Back to Fox. Castle outside. Wembanyama, high post. Fades and shoots. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And so in the game for the Spurs. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. And he drops them first. And Clark drops them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside Fox. Here's Vassell. Beyond the arc. MP pulls it down.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Clark in the post. Wembanyama on it.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now Wembanyama. Outside Vassell from deep. It's money from deep.
The growth of Vassell has been so impressive, willing and ready to bury these important shots.
MP, a screen on Fox. Morant, outside MP. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
San Antonio has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top with those makes.
Outside MP. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. The free ball is down.
Yeah, good work by MP, noticing when someone else has a superior opportunity to score.
Fox up top, pounded by Morant.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
So the first of 3 is good, and that ties this game up.
Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
And he nails the third.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Morant against Fox. Outside MP. We've got 1:08 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Morant! Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Vassell against MP. Shoots a three. The three is in.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He was direct with his message, saying, quote, "This is the playoffs. Leave it all out there on the floor. It's winning time. Finish it." Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. 27 seconds left in the game.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And the Spurs with possession here. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a three. But they'll probably try for a two, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Fox lightning quick on the drive.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
MP, a screen on Fox. Here's MP. Puts up the tray. Misses the three. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's MP. Here's Coward. The three is off. Here's Castle. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points. Closer in to the hoop.
MP, a screen on Fox. Now MP. Clark in the post. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
San Antonio shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Outside Vassell. Here's Fox. Fox on the run. 11-footer is good.
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him a scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
Now MP. Stolen by Vassell. And a foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field as OT gets going. About 90 seconds off the clock at extra time now. Book it! It goes!
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Here's MP. Now Morant. Oh, off target from downtown. Now Fox. About 2 minutes into OT now. It's been a good one. Now Wembanyama. That's what he wanted.
When Wemby is feeling himself, he is as deadly as any player on the planet.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from deep. Not what they need this overtime. MP, a screen on Fox. Outside MP. Here's Morant. MP outside. 4 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
All right, Grant tried to seize control now.
And BA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What sets Fox apart is how dynamic and explosive he is. He can take off at any moment in any direction.
And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Here's MP. Fires the three. Wembanyama rips down the board. On offense, here is San Antonio. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. So we see the Spurs get the win here. And this is a critical win for them. They grab the lead in the series after splitting the first two games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now as long as they don't lose their focus.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
Thanks, guys. Tough sledding for you tonight, MP, as you couldn't get going on offense. What do you look to build on after a loss like this?
There's so much to build on after a loss like this. You know, you just got to forget about the bad stuff